It's the form we have found since Martin's been around, and we're still not top of the league. Good evening, welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this evening. Just double check everything's. And we're still not top of the league. Everything's good. All good. Yeah, no, I'm not Gorbals, but thanks for that. I've just been for a curry, pre-match curry, and beer. That's where I was. I was away getting my pre-match curry and beer. Little pint. Tonight, if is on form, maybe we can have a chance. Ooh, some interesting comments. I'm not confident as others, but may change when the wife gets back with the supply run. Good evening to everyone who is in the chat. Europa! Whoopa! Will it be the Yang Gang dance tonight? Well, we don't know. How are you feeling for the game tonight? Is there the excitement? Like love is in the air. Is there excitement tonight for the game? It's a European game. Of course there should be excitement for Celtic fans. Yes, cider o'clock. Ay, ay, ay. Cheers, Des. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, no matter what happens tonight, I mean, it's a bonus game for the players, and it's one of those games where if you do well, you know, it puts us in good stead for next week, gives us a little bit of motivation, and it means that we've had a successful month so far. Everything's going well so far in the month. When you look at the results, I'm not saying that the way that we're playing, I'm not stupid. I'm not completely naive to say that everything's fine and dandy and we're steamrolling teams and that, but we're not. Do you know, we aren't. But what it does do is when I sat at the beginning of this month and we looked at the results, potential results, and when you looked at the fixtures, and you know, all we wanted was to get to the end of the month having won games. And we've done that. And it's not been pretty. I mean, we started off back on the 1st of February, Celtic Park, Falkirk 2-0. And you're thinking, it's got us off to the start we need. Celtic versus Dundee 2-1 in the Scottish Cup. Got the job done. You know, the history book doesn't look back. When it gets to the end of the season, when you look back on a season, when you look back to results in certain years, you don't look about performance. You don't look about performance. You just think about results. You just look at the results. Do you know? And this month we've got the results so far. Might have been late goals, but 2-0 win, 2-1 win, 2-1 win, 3-2 win. And people will say, look, it's just Falkirk, Dundee, Livingston, Kilmarnock. You've still got to beat the teams in front of you. You've got to beat the teams in front of you. Hail for the Sullivan Shamrock CSC en route to paradise. Do you have your bouncy balls ready? Big Tam up front or Ant up front? Well, I did a prediction lineup. I'll put it on the prediction. This isn't the real lineup. This is just the prediction lineup. And you'll see it there. Make sure I'm on the right one, aren't I? That is my prediction lineup. I think that may change. Like I said, it was just it is a prediction. Could go to a 4-4-2 with that prediction. I don't know why they've set it up 4-4-3, but that's just the automated software that I use. But but we'll wait and see. Big Tam's the bomb. Get it back to this video while we do wait on that. So what about the big news of the day? The absolute, the massive news that we're getting the full Broomloan stand. People saying you should have went for the 10,000. We've never had 10,000. It's always been the Broomloan stand. Cue let the people go mad because they see Hitate's name. Aye, aye, aye. I think Hatate will start. It is, like I say, that is just a prediction. That is not. And that gives you some of the other fixtures. There are fixtures live at the moment in the Europa, the early kickoffs. And then other games that are on at the same time. Who cares about the other scores? It's all about what Celtic do tonight, isn't it? It is all about what Celtic do. And for me, I'm nervous, which is a good thing. I am nervous, but it's good news about the full stand. I mean, they had to give us it. They had to give us it. It was as simple as that. They had to give us the big allocation as we were entitled to, the full Broomlawn. It takes us back to 2019, 2018, 2019 standards. It's a long time in football that it's but they're pretty confident that they can get one over Celtic, and they're just saying online that it's even more fans that will see us getting absolutely humped. But we'll wait and see, because this is the bigger game as it stands just now. It is the bigger game. And I've got to say, I am a little bit nervous about it. Let me just get onto the Celtic Twitter. See what they're saying to it. Oh, they've got a nice picture of the. That's an old picture, but they've just made it look like the Stuttgart one. They're looking at. This is an interesting one. UEFA Foundation, 10 years. They're looking at the strips. Let's get this up on the screen. And then you'll see the little presentation. Friendship, UEFA Europa League, Celtic versus Celtic, 19th of February 2026. That gets handed by Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor. Don't know what was done there. Callum McGregor to the opposing team. So there we go. It's quite nice that, isn't it? It's interesting to say the least. Just in case anybody wanted to see what they're handing over. In Alicante bars, the bar you can get to watch us the game. It's closed down. Austin's bar, right? If Austin's bar can't have closed down. Are you sure you're at the right bar, mate? Go on to Fergus McCann. Fergus McCann Celtic Supporters Club. Alicante. No believing for a minute that it's shut down. I need to go on Facebook. Alicante CSC. There's another bar that they used to go to, but I can't see how. Celtic bars. Um, I've not even got the guy's number anymore. Let me go into Facebook quickly. And Alicante CSC. There we go, Fergus McCann. They've not posted since December. Filters. That's an interesting one. Let me tell me. Give me 2 minutes. I'll message someone. Oh, it's fuck off. Let me WhatsApp somebody for you, mate. Let me just do a quick check on this as well. I've got 2 minutes till the team comes out. Austin's Bar Alicante. Austin's Bar Alicante. I'm going to stick this in the chat. Did that come up? There's the address for it, and I've lost that comment now because the team comes out in a minute. I've lost the comment. You're still watching. I've put the address in the comments. I'm going here. Team's out in seconds. Still open. Someone left a review about it there last week. It shouldn't I? It's still open. Austin's Bar Alicante. That's the address for it. Anyway, right, let's jump on because the team is out. Jesus God. He's making me do. Get bars on everybody for you. Jesus Christ. Shit. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. I wasn't far wrong with that team. The team is out. Schmeichel, Araujo, Trusty, Scales, Tierney, McGregor, Bernardo starts. Hoft. I can't do that as well as this. Let me just sort this out. Get the team up onto the screen. And the subs. Hitate's on the bench. Hitate is on the bench. Unreal. He's starting Paulo Bernardo before Rio Hitate. So a lot of people will be pleased with that. As the team. We'll just get the team right down there. Just take up as much of the screen as read all that up there. So there is the team. That is the official team. Schmeichel, Araujo, Trusty, Scales, Tierney, McGregor, Paulo Bernardo, Benji Negrin, Tenecti, Dyson Maeda, and Big Tam the man, Big Tam the Czech, Sinisalo, Ross Duhan, Adamu, Yang, McCowan, Iniacho's on the bench, Sarachi's on the bench, Hatate, Murray, Forrest, Donovan. I tell you one thing, that's a strong bench. That's a strong bench. Adamu, Iniacho, Yang, Sarachi. Hatate's not getting on. But that's I'm chuffed with that team. It's a bit better than what I was expecting. To be honest, I think it's probably the strongest team that we could have put out. To be fair, tell me your thoughts in the comments section as we cut out fucking Hatate. We have to come over this way. So that is the team. Danny Cassie, a couple of super chats come in from Danny Cassie, and Baz. I've been watching you for a year now. It was the first time in the chat. Just wanted to wish the boys all the best. We are Celtic, who said that we can't have everything. Eddie, it's true. Let's do this one. Let's get this done and dusted tonight. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. I'm glad they've got beers in now. That's a good team. Bernardo in Europe. Like, let me just wait. I've got a message that's just came through. Right, let's just reply to that message. Right, let's jump into the comments because that is the official team. There we go. Mr. Sweet got it completely wrong. Rio starting. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my fingers. No, you can't. Hopefully a full stadium tonight. You hear the roar from the Celtic fans. I was in number 7 on Saturday. It says Kid Keeper. Rio is benched. Can I beat the Shamrock and Santa Ponza? Oh. Don't know about that, like. I don't know. There's one done in Torremolinos that's that could give it a run for its money. McCowan in, Balak in. Nope. No Balak at all. He's not getting anywhere near the team. McCowan's obviously there. Hatate's push. Just reading some of the comments. Bernardo will be hooked by half time. Liam's got loads of confidence. Only downfall, Sinisalo. Who's our penalty taker tonight? It would be Tam the Czech. Tam the Czech will be penalty taker if we get a penalty. Casper better not fluff it this time. He better not. Hatate scored the last Europa. Disappointment in that. He's not been playing well at all. Is this Bernardo being handed the golden chance? He's surely going to run hard with it. Is it Paulo Bernardo? I mean, Paulo will. You can understand why that Martin O'Neill and Sean Maloney's played Paulo Bernardo in the European game, because historically Brendan Rodgers would also use Paulo Bernardo in European games. But, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how he performs. I'm just reading some of the comments, and somebody's obviously not reading the team. Where's Mvuka? Well, who do you drop off the bench to put Mvuka on? Do you drop Yang or do you drop James Forrest? I mean, people saying where's Mvuka? You're then saying you have to drop either Yang or James Forrest to bring on Mvuka on the pitch, on the bench. Mvuka's not in the Europa squad. If I remember right, he's not even in the Europa squad. Six. I'm just double checking. No, Mvuka didn't make the squad. So you can ask where Mvuka is. Or he'd be sitting in the stand because he's not in the European squad. The players that got added to the European squad was Julian Arrojo. Remember, you're only allowed 3 players in the European squad out of the players that joined in the last window. So only 3 players could get in. First one that got in was Julian Arrojo, and the next one that got in was Junior Adamu, and then the next one that got in was Tam the Czech. So that's why Julian Araujo is nowhere to be seen, because he's not in the European squad. It'll be on TNT something. The Celtic game is on TNT Sports 1 and TNT Sports Ultimate for you people in the United Kingdom. Jim McClarty was asking what it was. Your Bernardo protest has worked. Where's Balakwisha? Says Liam. Well, it's the same. Do you know who do you drop off the bench for Balakwisha? I mean, Balakwisha's in the squad, but who do you drop off the bench? Balakwisha's not in the European squad, actually. He's not, is he? No. Balakwisha was never in the European squad this year. So that tells you everything. And that was before Martin O'Neill come in. So you can't blame Martin O'Neill for Balakwisha being nowhere near it. Balakwisha was never in the European squad this year. Not at all. I'm sure that Bernardo can fill Engels' position, a similar style of player. You would kind of hope so. You would kind of hope so. I mean, you're looking, if it comes to it, you're looking at impact players. Iniacho, impact player. Junior Adamu, who comes on first? If it's, do you know, if you're looking at making substitutes as a striker late on. Tony Ralston's now just a bench warmer when it comes to European games. He'll fly out with the squad next week. So we just need to wait and see. Aldi Spanish beer being swallowed. Probably not. What David? What Spanish beer is it? Oh, what Spanish beer is it? Danny Cassie is in the house. Um, I watched the last 7 minutes in injury time for another goal fest. Might as well. We just switch back on about 9:15. Sinisalo should be starting. Everyone knows Casper's weakness. Yeah, we all know Casper's weakness. He can't get his left arm above here. You know, so I'm just hoping that if you're an opposing team, that was the first thing that you do. You just take shots to Kasper Schmeichel's left hand side. Shoot to the left hand side of the goal. Just get the ball into a position, and Celtic's goalkeeper cannot dive to his. He can dive to his left, but he can't get his arm past here. His arm's in gimp mode. But we'll. I'm going to apologise because I'm going to jump through some of Tony's just given us. There's a super chats have come in. It makes it a bit easier to read. Danny Cassie, and then a cheese sandwich. Tony's just given us a cheese sandwich, and then Jed Johnson says, tonight to Benji Negrin to score 3-2. Hail, hail, everyone. And then Danny Cassidy doesn't say anything, just jumps in with the super chat. So I'm going to jump to the end of the comments. Apologise for not reading all the comments. William Hill still selling tickets from Touts outside Celtic Park. William still selling tickets outside Celtic Park from what? Crazy. I mean, let's talk about the bench. That's a strong bench in Celtic by Celtic standards. I mean, even if McCown was to come on, you would say it was a good bench. You know, Sriracha can come on for Tierney towards the end of the game, just to shore things up. Iniacho, how fit is he? Can he come on and do Casper's like Mr. Potato Head without his left arm? Ay, ay, ay. It sounds like a rotator cuff or a frozen shoulder. Jim, he's got to get an injection in it. So he's got it. Martin O'Neill confirmed he had to get an injection in it, and that's why he was rested that game, because his shoulder was sore. So it makes you think: does Martin O'Neill play him because of his experience? That's an interesting one. I just think that Grander Beer. That's no Spanish, mate. They're just making that shit up. I've never heard of that before. Grander Beer. Says it's won a silver award. They just sell you. They just sell Brits any old shit. They just sell UK any. I'm positive that Spain just sends the shittiest of shit at everything to the UK, wine and beer. Right, let's get some scoreline predictions. Helen's first up. She says it's going to be 2-0 Celtic. Schmeichel is still the best big game bet. Mental night ahead. 4-2. Oh, 4-2 to Celtic. That's a scoreline and a half. Because if it's 4-2, there's one thing for sure. Going over to Germany, we could lose the game 1 or 2-0 and still get away with it. Araujo could become a legend if he wants to stay, because he kissed the badge. A little bit of an irony comment from Kid Keeper, and a little bit of a piss take from the young lad. Could you give a shout out to Ross about the Diddy Europa League? Good luck, Bernardo. Give me some score predictions there. Brown Warrior coming in with 2-2. Oh. If they target Casper's left, it'll be 3-2 Celtic. He's had a cortisone injection. He's named tramadol injection and just left out. 5-1 says David. 2-1 says Kev. Happy with the win, says Bears Docherty. I think they'll lose both games, sadly, says Tony, bringing everyone back down to a bump to earth. 2-1 says Joe. Viva Estepona. Don't know where that one's coming from, but yeah, big up Estepona. Estepona's went through the roof price-wise with everything. Too many foreigners staying in Estepona now. It's the place to stay if you work online from anywhere in the world. 3-0 says Jim. Trying not to be negative. 4-1 Celtic. 4. I don't think we're going to score 4. Don't think we're going to score 4 at all. Let me just jump back into these, just double check. 3 points. 3 points. It's not 3-point game, but never mind. Not bothered about the score, Baz, but if we win, brilliant. Just don't want injuries, says Sean. 3-1 says William. Good evening, Brian. I'll take 5-0. Ooh, depends if we keep a living on the park. Drum dum. Where's the drums? Where's the drums for that one? Because that's been Celtic's killjoy over the last couple of seasons, isn't it? It's been the fact that the inability to keep certain players on the pitch. Rio Hitati, um, just to name one over the years that's been sent off. Let's hope we can keep as many players. You've got to keep everyone on. You've got to keep everyone for this one. Stephen Johnson's going for 4-1. It's going for 3-0, 2-0 and 11 minutes in. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if we could get to 2-0 in the first 11 minutes. Good evening, folks. 2-2, because then the game would end 2-2. 3-2 either way, says Jed Johnson. I speak nothing but the truth, except for the lies. 3-1 to them. Ooh, 2-1 to Celtic. They're scoring late goals at home in the league. We are scoring late goals all over the place. Not just at home. But so it makes for an intriguing game, because it definitely says to me that they're a team that never stops. It says to us that we're a team that doesn't get. We've turned into an SPFL team. We don't get started until the 80th minute, and I hope that we can overcome that tonight. 3-1 to them, 2-1 to them, 3-0 to the famous Glasgow Celtic, 3-2 to the Leather Belts. Try the pub. There's always tickets there. There was tickets for sale on the Celtic website last night. Weird that folk are trying to get tickets. Allison's going for 2-2. Is Tamac still a spanner? I have no idea. I think so. I've never seen him online for a while. No idea. Nobody's been removed as a spanner anyway. Tonight's bet is on. Tell us your bet then, Michelle. Tell us the bet for tonight. I'm sticking 2-1 to the Rebels. Bucky injection. Yeah. Thick experience. You're either 100% or you're not in. Let's be honest, nobody has a clue how big this is going to go tonight. The team have it in them to win, but we could equally get stuffed. 2-1. 2-0 the Hoops. 4-2 is the way of Celtic. Supporter optimist. Oh, come on. It's not going to be a 4-2 game. If it was 4-2, if it was to end up 4-2, Jesus. Martin O'Neill would be the one-armed bandits and goals. Yeah, it is that. 3-2 to Celtic, injury time. That's actually a decent prediction, that one, because I don't think that there's going to be a lot of goals until later on in the game, just for the form that they've got as well. But you just don't know with this Celtic team. 3-2 Celtic, quite a few coming for 3-2. 3-1 Celtic. Stuttgart are a shambles at the moment. We should win this tonight. They're not so much a shambles. They have been struggling. But I mean, I get what you're saying. They do fear Celtic at Celtic Park. If the fans are right up for this one tonight, if the fans are right up for it and really, give this team something to think about, but then you're going to go, look, they're used to German football, wee bit smaller stadiums in some cases, but 5-0, lovely ring to it. Just trying to see. Stuttgart are going to pump us. No, Willie, that's nothing to do with Spain. That's to do with the UK's taxes. San Miguel for 2.50, and we pay over £7 a pint over here. That's nothing to do with Spain. That's the UK tax system. And I've just jumped through a shitload of comments, so apologies. McGregor with a 20-yard screamer. If Maida is in his game, we could run riot. 3-2. Running riot. 3-2 is no running riot, though, is it? It's that's hanging on at the end stuff. 3-2. A lot of people are going for 2-0 them. At Celtic Park, do you think we'll get gubbed 2-0? Jed Johnson says he's put Benji Negrin and Tenecti for a 3-2 scoreline. They won't play the low block. No, they won't. They won't play that. 3-2. 3-1 Celtic. Hope Burnley takes his opportunity tonight. There's a player there, probably just lost some confidence. I think so as well. And I think that it's good to know that Celtic are watching my videos, and I'm joking. No, they're not. 2-2. Michelle's went for 2-2. Tam Mac, just a coin is in the house, even better. 3 now. Just making sure that there are going to be some moderators on for the watch along. Also, 3-0. That'd be a fantastic score to take to Germany. 3-0. Fantastic score. Even a 3-1. Shell Shaw's going for 2-0, sorry. £5 first goal, Paulo Bernardo, 25-1. You stick a fiver on that one. You stick a fiver all day long. Worship. There we go. There, woof. Michelle's put a couple of crackers of scores. So the first one that she's put a bet on is full-time result. Tenecti to score. Benji Negrin to score. And she's got... I can't even see the bottom of that coupon. She's got a couple of their players to score by the looks of it. Yeah, she has. She's got two of their players to go. She's going for a 2-2 draw. Her £5 stake gives her £163 back in return. So there you go. That's Michelle's bet. Shot on the screen. Let me just do this then. I need to download it. Save the downloads. Right, I'm going to get... Michelle has given me permission to put her little bookies slip. That is the bet that Michelle has put on this evening. I'll just move the team rather than that. There is the potential returns. So there you go. Good luck with that one, Michelle. Right, let's get back into some of these. They're just changing names now. Oh man, my head's up mad, Jack says. 7-5, it's never going to be 7-5. Why is it not showing me on... Yeah. I'm reading the comments off of two different screens. Give me a second. I feel like my right arm has been cut off all week. A 1-1 draw. It's not going to be a 1-1 draw. There is no away goals in Europe anymore. Celtic were lucky back in the day because we scored the 2 away goals, which kind of helped us. Not convinced we can score goals. Lack of fans tonight won't do the team any favours. Is there going to be a lack of fans? The stadium looked pretty much sold out. Are people buying tickets and not going to turn up? Is there going to be a protest tonight? Is there going to be anything happens tonight that the board will not be happy about? We'll just have to wait and see. Because there is 50 minutes to go until kick-off. Come on! Let's do this. I want to win. I want to win every game in Europe until we can't win any games. Do you know, have a go. Have a go. We've nothing to lose. Do you know, if the players go out and give their all, right, and even hit the target a couple of times, surely it's going to get the fans fucking up and come on, let's do this. Forget all the nonsense that's been going on. Just get behind the team and just, you know, if we score the first goal, let's push the team on to get a second. I think Bernardo could shine tonight. I hope so. Brian says it's going to be 2-1 Celtic. 88th minute, the Glasgow Celtic way. I can't take late goals anymore. Can't take. We shouldn't fear them. We can win this. Yep, and they fear us at the end of the day. They fear coming to Celtic Park. They know how good a stadium it can be. 2-1 Celtic, says Celtic. £7 a pint. I can get 28 beers for £7 here, says Liam in Asia. I could probably get 28 beers for £7 here, actually. The wee tins. Aye. Tax the beer, not the billionaires. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? The UK is just. Are the Green Brigade in? No, I'm not expecting them to be in. There was alleged going to be contact today. I've not heard anything. It was too late. Mike, the Celtic board made contact with with the Green Brigade late last night, and they said that they would get in touch with them about things. They were never getting into this game today. They could not facilitate them buying the tickets and getting them activating their codes within such a short timescale. There's no way Celtic could do that. Sorry to be pessimistic, but our backline is leaking goals for fun. Jed, I'm not putting that one up on the screen. Nice try. Their fans will outsing us, guaranteed. Well, there's 3,000 of their fans here tonight. So I think that they will. Jasper says his prediction is 2-1. Hope Bernardo shows up. It's a big game for Bernardo. If he's thinking about trying to get a move in the summer, this is the game for Paulo Bernardo to up his game and shine, isn't it? If the fans are with us to run tonight, 3-1. If not, then demolish 3-0. We need the Green Brigade, says Tam. We should rename him to Chucky Allah. First goal scorer. Tam Chucky Allah. If Maida was on form, we would run riot, says Ian. Well, we just need to hope that Maida is. I hate to say it, but I think it'll be 2-1 to them. I'm feeling 1-1, but hoping a bit better. I mean, there is goals in that team. I mean, Tenecte, Dice Maida, and Big Tam up front in a European context. There's goals. Benji Negrin, there's goals for him. Callum McGregor, long distance goal for Callum. Paulo Bernardo, no shy for a shot as well. There's a lot of players that could score goals for Celtic. Do you know? I think that it's a good team and it's a good bench. I might not be saying that after 20 minutes, but usually do Yang every time, but can't select him. Why not? Because he's on the bench. I've got a Casey Budweiser ready for the game, so said fan page Lisboa. Definite away goals. We're kicking back. 0-3's gone now. Yeah, I know. A lot of top section seats for sale. Well, there was a lot. There was a lot, but hopefully it doesn't. It was individual seats. The majority of them, wasn't it? There was little clusters, but we'll wait and see. 2-1 scrappy game. Let the people sing. Three Stuttgart starters on the bench miss a return if booked tonight. Well, that's an interesting one, Chris. So they're actually resting players for the home leg, just in case. That is an interesting one. Andre Hinkle. That was a player and a half, wasn't he? He played for both teams. And Andy Hinkle. That's a player from a long, long time ago. 3-1 Celtic, says Gerard Napier. 5-0 to Stuttgart. Vic says we'll talk about the team turning up. We need the fans to turn up as well. 1-0 Celtic or breakaway. Do you think that 1-0 is sufficient? going into the game next week? I don't think it is. I think that we need to score. It's the exact same as when we played Stuttgart in 2003. We're going to have to score at least 3 goals tonight to have any kind of hope at all in the return leg. Don't know. It's a massive. You can't underestimate how hard this is going to be tonight. But if the players are in the mood, and I think dropping Hatate is a massive one from Martin O'Neill. We need the boys back in the stadium. Green Brigade are the heart and soul of our incredible support. We're overdue to give some team a hiding. Let's hope it's tonight. Bernardo, man of the match. Just jumping through some of these. Oh, Rosalie Haggart coming out of Dunfermline says it's going to be 0-0. Don't say it. It's not going to be a 0-0 game. Crazy the board still haven't let the Green Brigade in, considering Martin O'Neill's thousands game. There was discussions to let them back in, but the two of them couldn't agree. It's not all down to the Green Brigade, the board not letting them in. Some of the demands from the Green Brigade were unbelievable. Jim McClarty, I have no idea. Why? He's never been on this channel for months, so I wouldn't know. Don't know. He's on another channel, I believe. What about their 7 allocation against them, though? Is it enough, Baz? Of course it is. It's the allocation that we used to get before. The Broomlawn stand. It's around about 7,500 or something. We never used to get 10,000. I don't know why everyone's getting their pants in a twist that we get 10,000. We always got the full Broomlawn stand. Don't know. It is what it is. Nottingham Fenerbahce 3-0. Nottingham Forest beating Fenerbahce. Let's get the other score lines up because there is the team. The official team is up there. So there we go. Just doesn't have the subs underneath, but who cares about that? And there is the lineup for Stuttgart. Looks like they're going to play a 4-2-3-1 formation. Who cares about Nottingham Forest? Yeah. 2-goal advantage. That's what we need for the second leg. Yeah. We beat Feyenoord away. I'm sure we could put on performance like that against a team in Germany. Oof. It's going to be a tough one in Germany. It's not going to be easy at all. And there is the other score lines in Europe tonight. It's pretty convincing from Nottingham Forest, isn't it? But as I think they're giving Bernardo a game out of sympathy, and he'll be sub for Hatate. I don't think Jim McClarty. Come on, are you serious? No Celtic player gets a game out of sympathy. That's just crazy. That is bonkers to even think that. Stephen Johnson says it's going to be 4-1 to them. Ooh. Three pies in a bag of cans. A bag of calves. What? Phil Bromlow, half their enclosure and 1/3 of the main stand was allocation before the Huns shat it. That was a long time ago. Jesus, that was a long, long time ago. And then they reduced us to the Broomlawn stand. No would do me tonight, but can't see it. Celtic need to score goals tonight. No is no good. Yes, the Green Brigade will be in tonight. And in some capacity. I'm dreading the start of this match. I am dreading the start of this match. That's all I'm going to say. And don't start coming on being outraged if things happen the way that it may happen tonight. Fucking dreading it. Oh, God. We have more than enough to beat Stuttgart. Some positivity. Just reading this a second. Simon Island says it'll be 3-1 to Celtic. It's not the displays that I'm worried about. It's not the displays that I'm worried about. If you know, you know. At least it stopped raining. Well, that's good that it stopped raining. I've said nothing. I've said nothing. I just put it on the screen. It was. You need to watch the comments that come up on the screen because somebody basically just said it. So there you go. 3-1 Celtic. The Ox must be gutted. Oxlade-Chamberlain was told before he signed for Celtic that he wasn't going to be signed in time for the European game. He would have had to been signed about 2 or 3 days before. We've had the sun in the Kingdom of Fife for the last 3 days, says John. Jesus, my brother will be like, instead of a ghost, he might have some colour about that skin he has then. No is better than a scalping. Oof. Stuttgart are most focused on their league to reach the Champions League. Could be a good time to get them to win this one. I think the fact that they're resting players because they're on bookings, they will go for it in the return leg. They will completely go for it in the return leg. They'll think that if they can do a 0-0 or even a 1-0 defeat tonight at Celtic Park, they'll see that as a win. If Stuttgart get beat 3-0 tonight, it's a fantastic result for Celtic, and it kind of makes them hard for them. They'll want to stay in the competition as much as there is. Prince Andrew is up in Barlinnie. Lol. Right, that is me done and dusted. I'm going to get ready to take the dog out and get ready for the game. I shall see you guys on the watch along, and yeah, let's just hope that the protests don't stop the game too long.